Okay, so I want to talk about interactive notebooks. So I've created this using Google Slides, and it has my expectations for my students. It has a grading rubric, a table of contents. So when my students first log on, they'll be able to answer these questions, tell me about themselves, decorate their notebook. But let's say we're ready to put in journal notes, and so we're going to go to Unit 1. So they're just going to click on Unit 1 and it will take them to that page. Likewise, if they go to the table of contents and they click on the page number, it will take them to that page. So as they are going through their journal, and they can click in the text boxes to add the answers, they can also, where it says you try and practice, if they click on that, it will take them to iExcel for them to practice. So let's talk about how do we make something like this. Well, first you go to Google Slides, open a blank document, and go ahead and erase the title and the subtitle. So you want to have a background. You can choose an image. You can search for a solid background. I use shiplap for mine, but you can have, whatever kind of background that you want, or just a color. So let's say we want a black color, and then you're going to insert image, search from the web, and now you want to look for a journal, a spiral notebook, something along those lines. So search for your image. So I found one, I just drug it over, and now for the get to know you part, I'm going to insert a shape for a rectangle. And so now that you have your rectangle, you can click on fill color and change that color. And then just use a text box, change your fonts and your format. Tell me about yourself, and you can add your questions, whatever questions you want. And so now I want to have my Bitmoji. So you want to make sure that you're working in Google Chrome so that you can use the Bitmoji extension. So if you see at the top here, I have this extension. I'm going to click on Bitmoji and search for welcome or get to know you, and just drag it over. Scale it down to the size that you want. Put it where you want. Really just make it yours, wherever you want to do it. So you can see that now I have plenty of room to add my questions. I want to have my tabs on here for my different units, so I'm going to insert shape, and I want a tab, and I'm going to fill the color. And so we can turn it to add text. Click on the text box, and Unit 1, change your font however you want it. And now we're going to rotate these. So click on the text, shift, click on the image, and you're going to right click to group them, and then click on the blue marker at the top to change your tab. And so now you can just copy and paste to make your different tabs so that it looks like a journal that has tabs sticking out. You want to change your fill color, click on it, change the color, ungroup it so that you can click on just the image. Otherwise, you're going to change the background of your font. Change that to 2 and repeat that process for your other unit tabs. Once you finish that, put a text box for the student name, change the font if you would like, and any other information that you want for your journal. So once you have the first page set up, then we're going to open this journal. So we want a new slide. Again, delete the boxes, have your background the same that you set for the first slide. But now we're going to look for an open journal. So we're going to insert image, search the web, and now search for an open journal, spiral notebook, whatever it is that you're looking for. So I found my journal, I've drug it over, I've resized it. If you want to continue to have the tabs, you can select, hold shift and select all of these tabs, and you're going to hit Control C and Control V to paste it onto the new journal, and then you drag it over into place. So if you want to set up your expectations, grading policies, any of that stuff, so what I did for mine, you can see I have notebook expectations, I have what those are, I have these different little, it looks like pieces of paper that have been taped onto this journal. So what you will do, if you want to have that section, all it is just a shape. So you go to shapes, click on shapes, pick the shape that you want. If you want to change the background color, change the fill color, and then make a text box with the words. You can highlight those and change it to any format that you want. Really just make it your own. You can make it bigger or smaller, and just keep adding those shapes until you have it set up how you want it. So I've got this for my directions. You can play around, make the arrow smaller or longer. If you want to have an outline, just change the thickness, change the background color, add your text box with your information. Again, if you want a Bitmoji, look up here in the top. And maybe I want some rules. And so we can just drag this over and resize it to how you see fit. So then you just finish adding your shapes until you have it set up the way you want. Alright, so all of these were created using shapes. So now I just want to copy and paste. So everything's still in place as far as the tabs and the background goes. But now I'm going to delete all of the extra stuff, the stuff that's on top. And you can just click on it to delete it. So that way I can start my table of contents. So I'm going to insert a tab at the top that says Table of Contents and format it however you like. And then you're going to insert a table to be the actual table of contents. So I'm going to do a 3x10. You can add more as needed. I want my top to be gray. I want my sides to be pink because this is going to be Unit 1, and the rest of it, and make sure you do the fill color, not the outline color. Change that back to black. Okay, so now this is going to be the standard, the title, and the page number, and you can adjust how big it is, how wide everything is as needed. So now you copy and duplicate your table of contents as much as you need to. You can just copy and paste and drag it over and erase the page and the title numbers so that you can change those. Change the color to match your next unit. Change the words, however you need to do it. Okay, so once you're finished with your table of contents, you're going to duplicate it again. But now you're going to delete everything on the page so that you can start putting in your notes. So you can scan these in and do insert, image, upload from a computer, and find where you have them saved. So I'm just going to pick one of them, put it in here, adjust it as needed. And so I want page 1, this is page 4. So here I'm going to say that this is page 4. And I'm going to highlight that, right click, link, slides in this presentation, and I want that to go to page 4. So now when I click on this, when I click on page 4, it will go to that page. If you want to add practice, insert a shape, change the fill color, and double click and type practice, change the font, and then you can right click, link, and paste, insert link and paste the link for wherever you want your practice to go. So now that I know that Unit 1 is starting on page 4, I can go back and link, insert, ungroup it, click on your tab, insert, link, slide 4. And so now, whenever I present this to my students, they'll click on Unit 1, they'll fill in, make sure to add text boxes so they can type into here, and then they can click on practice once they're finished with their journal notes. So use that, make that work however you need it to work, to insert text boxes wherever you want them. It's very easy. And now when the students see that, when they open it up, they can work in editing mode. Make sure you make a copy for each student when you upload it to Google Classroom. And if you decide to do it for the whole year, make sure that you make your due date in May. That way students have access to it. It's not going to show that it's late because they need to work on this throughout the year.